Welcome to International Securities Exchange's podcast series. Facilitated by renowned educators, ISE podcasts are intended to teach beginning as well as seasoned investors the ins and outs of trading. To find an updated list of podcasts, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts. Please be sure to listen to our important message following this episode regarding the risks of investing in exchange-traded options.
You know what I'm saying, John? I know you understand this, but I give a lot of presentations where somebody wants to learn delta neutral trading in a half hour, and that's just not going to happen, especially because they think they're going to really have no risk and just start making money. And I try to explain, as you said, the Vega risk, and then gamma risk or whatever, and it's a lot for someone to take on in a short period of time.
It is a lot, but it does provide opportunity. It does provide
absolutely
and this is why we're here today, is to go over these that there are, again, the ICE does a great job, and the ISE does a great job of putting on multiple education seminars, and there's just a lot of even free information out there that you can read to gain an understanding of this. There's a lot of good blogs out there and websites that cover this stuff, and something that I talk about and write about as well. But go back and look through some of these presentations, and maybe if there's some questions, learn some of these Greeks, or just email me. I have my contact info up there. If you have a question about anything I talked about, just fire me an email, and I'll get back to you. I'm usually pretty good, definitely within 24 hours, usually within 60 minutes, because I got my BlackBerry attached to my hip and wherever I go. So there's another plug.
Hey, John, can you explain your? I'm looking at charts, analysis, trader commentary, news. You have 1 week trial for $25, normally $195.
Right.
What does that all mean for our guys here?
Sure. What that means is that I'm going to be launching Sniper Squawk soon, and for those that want to get on the first 1 week trial of it, have a special offer for $25. If you send me an email, I'll put you on that, and we're looking to launch that in the next 2 weeks. Once we get the technical component behind that situated, where I'm in a beta mode right now with that, and just very exciting stuff, and the kind of stuff that I talk about in terms of the markets. I provide over a squawk throughout the course of the day, so you don't have to have another chat room up listening, which you can. That's going to be an option there, but basically you have audio all day long in terms of what I'm seeing and what other traders are seeing as well. And more from a trading standpoint, there's some great news squawks out there, but this is like, hey, we're seeing the implied vols here drop off. There may be an opportunity to blah, 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 and maybe take some exposure here. Or, I'm hearing from a guy that covers semiconductors that's going on, or whatever.
And your email is
OSOKtrading.com.
Right,
That's
okay.
my website as well. Just that's OSOK for one shot, one kill.
Gotcha. I'm going to type that in. John, you have any closing comments? I mean, we have plenty of time, so
okay.
Please go through anything that you want to talk about.
Yeah, I just want to say again that that trading is a hard way to make an easy living, but the process to get there is something that I can feel the energy of this room, that there's a passion for. I recognize some of the names in here. It's good seeing you guys again, to say the least. I appreciate the feedback. I am very passionate about this, and I tend to speak pretty fast, and just some comments I'm getting, I definitely did this presentation in warp speed, so I apologize if I spoke too fast for some of you guys, but I'm very open and very giving with what I know about the market. So if you have any questions, definitely send me some emails. And if you have, if you're looking to put on a trade in FX spot, fire me over. I'll gladly tell you what I think about it. And, no strings attached, and just go from there.
Well, John, I want to thank you, although I want to just, if you don't mind going through a little more, I got to type, apparently I sent the wrong email through. So let me just type this in before we say goodbye. So try to do a little wrap-up on what you're going to talk about in Vegas or anything like that. Are you going to be at the FX show? I'm going to be there, so you should stop by our booth.
I'll definitely be there for the after party, Steve.
Oh yeah, it's a great after party.
Hey, this is my town, Steve. I'm going to show you some spots that we can hit up for sure.
That sounds good. I mean, I'll be there. We have not actually booked out the November one,
right?
But we're definitely going to be at the FX show, and I guess that's August. I don't know when it is.
August 2nd to 4th.
2nd to 4th. Yeah, that's it.
I am going to be speaking at a profit loss conference, an institutional forex conference in September in Chicago. I spoke at the one in New York there. So I mean, for those of you that are in the Chicago area, let me know. I'll be out there at the end of September 23rd and 24th, and I have a lot of friends in Chicago, so I definitely try and stop there. I have a lot of friends in New York. definitely visit there a couple times a year. So let me know. I do a lot of traveling. It's part of my lifestyle, and that I'm very blessed to have. So again, send me an email, say what's up, and go from there.
John, I want to thank you. And great. In fact, I'm getting a lot of emails that some of the regulars, I know the names, they really like the presentation. We know that you know a lot about options, so it's rare that we get someone who knows a lot about options and a lot about Forex, because normally I get one or the other, and everyone we bring on here at the IAC, I screen them, so I make sure that they really know the stuff, but you know both, so that's really cool, and people really appreciate it.
Hey, Steve, I appreciate the invite, and I appreciate everyone's attention, and God bless and good luck in the markets.
Thanks, John. You too. And I want to remind everyone that we're going to be having Jack Crooks on Thursday again. So we have a special webinar on Thursday. Jack will be talking about intermarket analysis. So I think that's a favorite of many people. So please check that out. And on next Tuesday, we have Mike Tusaw. Mike will be talking about a lot, believe it or not, of what John just talked about. Mike's going to be talking about the FX Condor, how what's going on there. And obviously that volatility has dropped, so if you believe that it's going to continue to drop, it might be a strategy you might want to implement, although there is risk there, at least it's limited risk, which I always like. But John talked a little bit about it today, and if you're interested, come back next Tuesday, same sort of presentation, but it'll be Mike Tusaw talking about condors, iron condors. John, thanks so much. Really appreciate it.
Steve, thank you so much, and good luck in the markets, buddy.
Thank you. You too. On behalf of the ISE, the International Securities Exchange, this is Steve Meisinger saying have a safe trading day tomorrow, and please come back on Thursday for Jack Crooks, and next Tuesday, Mike Tusaw. Thank you, and have a great evening. Bye now.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To find more podcasts on options, stocks, alternative markets, and market data, please visit www.ise.com/podcasts.